So let's have a TaylorMade iron fest. We've got the TaylorMade RBZ Rocketballz irons hitting up against TaylorMade's R11 irons. Let's give these two bad boys a hit, show you what it's all about. It's a lovely day, sun's out. Let's get stuck in. So RBZ TaylorMade hitting up against the R11 from TaylorMade. Now, for me, both of these clubs, it's hard to really truthfully say what they do. They both offer distance. RBZ offers maybe a little bit more help into the longer irons with its hollowed out longer irons. I've got a 4 iron which is back in the shop, which you can see inside, and it's all hollow and chunky, which is almost works like a little hybrid. So RBZ offering maybe a little bit more to a wider range of handicaps, but also R11 tries to do that as well, but offering some more classic appearance. Both of these cavity back, more kind of game improvement irons, but like I say, better players could use them as well. Noticeable difference. So if we look at the soles, similar on the thickness, slightly thicker on RBZ. It's got this slightly cut away different sole on RBZ, but I wouldn't really be buying it for that personally. You've got top lines on both of these clubs very similar. Really not much to choose between the top lines on these two clubs at all. The offset on both of these two clubs also is very, very similar. The biggest difference comes in their looks. You've got this kind of grey gunmetal finish in RBZ Rocketballz, where in R11 you've got the more classic chrome finish with the classic red R11 branding. I mean, that's the thing with TaylorMade, it's so heavy on the branding and sometimes maybe less on the physical product. But saying that, let's give them a hit, see what they feel like. So if we start with RBZ. So putting it down by the ball, the finish is nice. It's not my preferred finish by a long way, I wouldn't say. I don't think it's the most classic looking of irons, but it's funky, it's modern. Let's give it a hit, see how it feels off the face. A little bit of offset on the RBZ. Here we go, let's give it a hit. Now the thing I like about RBZ is it's not built just for launch. The lofts are strong on these clubs. They're really spec'd up for distance, which is kind of what RBZ was sold from the outset with those fairway woods. And they are strong. You know, the distance you get with these irons is good, and it's all built around those stronger lofts. You've got to be careful how you're reading into your distance, as in, are you actually hitting a 6 iron, or are you just hitting a 6 iron which has got a 5 iron loft, which you do a little bit with RBZ. It's not the highest launch, like I say, it's a true-ish flight. Let's give it another hit. Definitely is like a little gun going off. It's a good sound, it feels strong, it makes a big clip, like it's, you know, really trying to sell that power aspect to it. It's an honest flight, not too high, certainly not too low. It offers a little bit of help. It's certainly not the hardest club to hit in the world, but not the easiest as well, because you've got to remember, if you're strengthening the lofts, in effect you're turning a 6 iron into a 5 iron, and a 5 iron is always harder to hit than a 6 iron, so you've got to remember those bits as well. So look, let's compare it up to R11. Now, out of these two irons, for me, R11 wins hands down. I like the more classic look, nicer shape, a little bit too offset for my liking, but it is a nicer looking iron for me than RBZ. Let's give it a hit, see how it feels. Again, similar flight, maybe a fraction higher. I've not actually compared the lofts of these two clubs, but R11 for me does go a fraction higher, and that might be just on the loft rather than actually any of the launching conditions of the club, so as in any of the makeup. Let's give it another hit. Definitely like the look of R11 more, and I do feel R11 could cross over more than RBZ in the iron. It's a similar sound, it's that big sound, but I mean, both of these clubs, like I say, cross over. For me, R11 crosses over on looks, so for better players through to new handicappers. They're very easy to hit. Both of these clubs are easy to hit. They offer a lot of help. I think RBZ offers a bit more help when you get to the longer irons, but obviously nothing's stopping you getting a R11 if you like it, and then just putting a hybrid in rather than a long iron anyway. So obviously that option is always can be moved if you love this iron more than the other. Definitely for me, R11 is a nicer club. I mean, as a better player, I like the chroming, more classic looks of it. But two very good irons if you want distance, two very good irons if you want to buy into one of maybe the most exciting brands out there at the minute, which TaylorMade definitely is. Both heavily branded. Just check the lofts you're getting. and trust which one you like the look of and the feel. Feel for me on both of those is very similar. Looks, definitely R11 beats it all day long, and I like the flight of R11 and the feel of the face slightly more than the RBZ. I do just feel like RBZ could be here to take on tomorrow, but obviously who am I, and I'm sure they'll make it a fantastic brand like they can do. You know, they're very good at that. Let me know, guys, what do you think? Post comments down below. I'd love to hear what you got to say. TaylorMade R11 up against RBZ from TaylorMade also. So if you like what's going on here, don't be afraid to subscribe to the channel. Also thumbs up the video, post comments, love to hear what you guys got to say. Let's keep it social. The more we talk, the more we share, the easier this game will get for everybody. So if you want to find me on Facebook here, you can find me on Facebook. If you want to tweet me, find me on Twitter here as well. Just follow the links, all in the description. Come and join the show, get active, get involved, get playing some better golf. Thanks for watching.